Security and Civil Defense Corps, members of the State Assembly, members of the State Executive Council, members of the State Security Council. I am Superintendent of Corps Longbeat Chrysanthus Madahi of the Public Relations Unit of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps National Headquarters. First, permit me to most respectfully thank His Excellency for the warm welcome to the Commandant General Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps to the seat of the Caliphate, Sokoto. We've been here for the past 2 days. The Commandant General is here on the operational tour of the commands of Northwest states in the country, and he thought it wise to come and pay homage to he whom homage is due. That is the executive governor of the state. Permit me to most respectfully say one or two things about the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and there's also introduce the Commandant General, who is the helmsman of this very organization. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps is one of the paramilitary agencies of Nigeria, which was established in 2000. It started actually in 1965, around mid-1965, as a volunteer organization known then as the Lagos Civil Defense, which renders emergency service to communities that suffered natural and man-made disaster, a role it played so well during the Nigerian Civil War, in view of the humanitarian crisis occasioned by that war. The Corps belonged to the International Civil Defense Organization, which comprised of over 55 member countries, with its headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. In 2003, an act of the National Assembly, which was later amended in 2007, saw the Corps metamorphosed into a full-fledged paramilitary agency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, with the lead role of the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure, training, monitoring, and licensing of private guard companies, disaster management and mitigation, among other roles as enshrined in the Act and as deemed fit by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Corps is made up of divisions in the 774 local government areas of the country, with some local government area or metropolis of the state having more than one division. It also has the area command. It has the state commands in the 36 states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory, and zonal commands at various levels. It has its headquarters resident at Abuja. The CG is one of the finest of senior officers of the Corps who has distinguished himself through exceptional service to nation via practical policy formulation and implementation, having had the privileges of tour duty at different tactical and strategic level. Before his ascension to the exalted position, he was the ACG in charge of and Zonal Commander, Zone C, Bauchi, under the current administration of the Amiable Commandant General, the Female Strike Force, the CG's Special Intelligence Squad, the CG Mines Marshal. 3 specialized weapon handling units were established for the purpose of enhancing school safety, curb vandalism, and economic sabotage in the oil-rich region of the Niger Delta of the country, and illegal mining all over Nigeria. Agro Rangers unit was equally repositioned for optimal productivity in the agro-arid sector, aimed at mitigating against farmers' hardest crisis, conflict, and improving agricultural productivity and enhanced food security. The esteemed senior officer is a doctor of philosophy and an erudite scholar with numerous publications and contributions in both national and international journals of education to his credit. A security expert who has contributed significantly and empirically to the development of national security, a cerebral leader and an astute administrator, a member of several professional bodies, a father and a mentor. Sir, Your Excellency, sir, it is my singular honor and privilege to present to you most respectfully the third substantive Commandant General of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Audi, MNI OFR. Sir, the Commandant General is not here by himself. He is here with some of his principal staff officers and senior officers of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps who has accompanied him to this very hall for this very auspicious occasion. Permit me to most respectfully introduce them one after the other in brief. Starting from my far right is the Assistant Commandant General Mohammed Bello Mazu, the Zonal Commander, Zone 10. Seated with you at the high table is somebody whom I'm very sure you're very familiar with. He is no other person but the State Commandant of Corps here in Sokoto State Command. He is Commandant of Corps Usman Ishaq Al-Fadari. FDC, pardon me please, sir. We have to my immediate right here also is one person that has been working tirelessly with the Commandant General to ensure that the core mandate of the Corps is actually actualized. He is no other person but the Commandant, CG Special Intelligence Squad, Commandant Apollos Bendaura. From the Zone 10 here in Sokoto, we have the Commandant of Corps, I.O. Afolabi, the 2IC to Zone 10. We also have CC ML Falala, Zone 10. Next to him, sir, is Commandant of Corps Aliyu Gandhi. And the 2IC to the Sokoto State Command is no other person but DCC FF Awosan, PhD. Next, sir, is the Deputy Commandant of Corps in charge of operations, DCC Nasiru Shehu. Immediately after him is my immediate principal, the National Public Relations Officer of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, CSC Babawale Afolabi. Just behind them there, we have the ADC to the Commandant General, CSC Kashimu Bako Kaushi. We also have in our midst, sir, the PA to the Commandant in the person of CSC Aliyu Jamilu. We have also the PPS to the Commandant General, Superintendent of Corps Jimo Awasiu Ademola. The Chief Protocol Officer to the Commandant General, sir, is no other person but DSC Badamasi Umar. May I now most respectfully hand over the microphone to the Master of Ceremony to continue from here. Thank you very much, sir.
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Sokoto State, Ahmed Aliyu, PhD. Coincidentally, we bear the same name with His Excellency. Another coincidence again, we belong to the same alma mater for our PhDs. I recognize you, my brother. I also recognize the Right Honorable Speaker. I recognize also the former Speaker here. I recognize my brother, the SSG, the Chief of Staff, all members of the State Executive Council are also recognized here present. Members of the State Legislative Council here present, also recognized. Very senior government officials here present, I recognize you. Other service chiefs here present, my zonal commander, the state commandant, other very senior officers of the Corps, members of the 4th Estate of the Realm, I also recognize you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. First, let me acknowledge the fact that His Excellency, despite his tight schedule, just returning from a journey, deemed it fit to create a chance, an opportunity for us to meet him, and of course, to tell him why we are here. His Excellency, we are very grateful. This is a very rare gesture. You have just returned. You will have said, till tomorrow you want to rest. But because you are a brother, and but because you know the importance of security, and you know your role as the Chief Security Officer of the state, the function of any public officer, especially an officer who heads a state, is that he should provide safety and security for his citizens. And perhaps, maybe because of that, you not try to consider us and then put this time for us, well, despite your tight schedule. We thank you so very much for that, Excellency. Very, very quickly and very, very infrequently put, I am out, His Excellency, for what I call operational tour. It is part of my blueprint that every first and last quarter of every year, I go out on what I call operational tour to visit my personnel in the field. I visit all my formations with a view to discussing with them, try to listen to their challenges, and then perhaps marshal out strategies on how to solve the problems as challenges so that the Corps will move forward. The ultimate aim is that the nation should live safe, because there is no development without peace. If there are a lot of problems in terms of security, that means there will be retarded growth and development in the nation. His Excellency, the Corps has two distinct comparative advantages that really many Nigerians do not know. Number one is that the Corps is trained by all security agencies. We are trained by the police, we are trained by the army, the military, army, navy, most especially. We are also, in fact, even from antecedents, we are the products. Civil defense is a child of the army. When we started from 1967, you heard it from my PRO. We were the ones giving some form of SOCO and assistive, giving some assistive measures to injured victims of both the troops and the victims of the war. And that was how we started. And so this comparative advantage is very rare to agencies. You are the only one that have this comparative advantage. Trained by the military, trained by the police, trained by the paramilitary, trained by the intelligence community. So this is a very distinct comparative advantage. Two, the Corps does not live in barracks. We live and dine with the civilians. So it is easy for us to obtain what is called intelligence information. These are the two very distinct advantages that the Corps has that many Nigerians do not know. His Excellency, sir, like I said, I'm out here for a operational tour. I have been to Zamfara. Zamfara is adjudged to be the epicenter of banditry in the nation. I have been there and I've seen for myself what is going on there. I'd like to also state to you, sir, His Excellency, that the Corps is involved in all joint operations nationwide. Operation White Stroke, Operation Iron Apatima, Operation Safe Haven, and then Operation Fansanyama. All the joint operations, the Corps is involved. And we go with the military and the police into these operations, especially when they are conducting clearance operation. We're also there. So we also sometimes we lose personnel when we are going for such operations. Now, all agencies have realized that the 3 C's will have to practically be seen: collaboration, cooperation, and coordination, unlike before. Because we have also seen that no agency has monopoly of any strategy. We must really come together if we want to cope this crisis. And I'll tell you that with your benevolence of assisting all security services, giving us vehicles, giving us some logistics, I tell you that we are getting to the end of this crisis. Excellency, I know that you don't have time. You are so choked up, busy on your schedule. I like to specially thank you for all the assistance, the efforts that you have been, rendering to our Corps through the command, from giving vehicles, logistics, for training, for allowances for personnel, and what have you. I like to specially thank you for that and tell you that we are going to leverage on what your support, and then continue to give our best as far as the security situation of Sokoto is concerned. Excellency, thank you for your time. God bless Sokoto State. God bless the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. God bless our very dear President. And indeed, God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, Excellency.
My brother, the Commandant General of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Ahmed Abubakar Audi, PhD, MNI OFR, our own Commandant, Mr. UI Al-Fadri, members of the press, peace be upon you all. It is with great pleasure that I welcome the Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps in the person of Ahmed Abubakar Audi, PhD, MNI, as the seat of the Caliphate. Your presence here today is a testament to your deep compliment that strengthens the security across the nation. And we are indeed honored to receive you. I want to begin by commending you for embarking on this all-important fact-finding mission. The visit will no doubt offer you first-hand insight into the security realities in Sokoto State and help further align strategies with the actual need on the ground. Such arrangements are invaluable, especially as we continue to battle the complex security challenges facing our nation. Your visit also comes at a time when, as a government and as a people, are deeply worried about the resurgence of banditry, particularly in the eastern axis of the state. These attacks have caused untold hardship, including loss of lives and property, and disrupted the peaceful existence of many communities. However, we remain resolute in our determination to overcome this menace. Mr. Commandant General, in Sokoto State, we have taken deliberate and practical steps to confront these challenges head-on. Some of the key interventions include: 1. The restoration and annual review of monthly allowances to security personnel deployed to higher risks across the state. Procurement and distribution of 140 patrol vehicles to various security agencies to enhance mobility and response capacity. Establishment of Sokoto Community Guard Corps to complement the efforts of conventional security agencies in the state. Provision of 40 healers band and 700 motorcycles to curb restrictions operational effectiveness. Construction of new military base in Ilela local government area strategically aimed at deterrence across the border boundary. Establishment of the permanent state headquarters and 13 local government offices with the community guard corps. And most recently, the upgrading of the Department of State Services tracker vehicle to 5G technology to fast-track investigation and intelligence gathering. These measures are put at a comprehensive approach to secure the lives and property of our citizens and ensuring lasting peace in the state. Let me assure you, Commandant General, that the Sokoto State government will continue to support all security agencies in their noble mission to protect our people. We are partners in this cause and will stop at nothing to restore and maintain law and order across our communities. I also want to use this opportunity to commend all security agencies operating in Sokoto State, and this was their selfless effort and sacrifices in keeping our state relatively crime-free. Your dedication is recognized and appreciated, Commandant General. Before I conclude, I would like to inform you of the commitment of Sokoto State Command under the able leadership of the State Commandant, Mr. UI Al-Padari. The command is doing the best in the fight against banditry. We thank them and appreciate their commitment in security cause. We, however, identified the two major challenges of the command, which consist of the lack of adequate modern fighting equipment and gross shortage of manpower in the command. We therefore appeal to the Commandant General to assist Sokoto State Command so as to strengthen their effective operation against banditry and criminalities in the state. Finally, as you carry out your engagement during this visit, I wish you a hate-free and successful stay in the Caliphate. We are confident that your findings and subsequent actions will further enhance the security architecture of our state. Welcome to the seat of the Caliphate, and happy stay more and more. Thank you and wassalamu alaikum.